So we're here with one of Narrow Gate's lovely clients and actually one of Narrow Gate's lovely collaborators too. Now, who are you? What's your name and what did Narrow Gate Physio help you with?
Hi guys, I'm Monika and I came to Jason because I had a lot of issues. No, I came to Jason because I do powerlifting as a hobby and I hurt my back deadlifting, and I sought out Jason to help me get back on track and moving pain-free. Did some rehab with you and yeah, I've been powerlifting, deadlifting, pain-free, and it's been great.
So can you tell us a quick background story on how your experience with your condition was and how it got worse? Did it reach peak discomfort without warning? And did you notice some minor issues and them becoming gradually worse over time?
So the background of it all, like I said, was with powerlifting, and then I injured it through deadlifting. It got worse because I guess I didn't find the main issues or the main cause of like why it was starting to hurt. Like there were signs there, but I chose to ignore them because I guess as an athlete and a powerlifter, you just try to like push through, and yeah, there were signs there, but I just refused to address them. And then all of a sudden, the back tweaked, and then I had to come see you.
When you started to experience the symptoms, you said that you had to come to see me, but what immediately came to your mind when it came to solutions? Did you Google? Did you reach out to a doctor, GP? Or did you talk to your best mate? Did you talk to your coach?
Like when it happened?
When it happened.
Okay, let me tell you how it happened, okay? So I was in the gym and I was warming up with deadlifts, and then I felt it, and then I immediately fell to the ground. And then the immediate reaction was to message my coach because he's like always available to me. And then he sent me through some YouTube videos just demonstrating what I can do, and then just to calm down my body because obviously my body went into shock with the tweak in my back. And then honestly, the next morning after I messaged you, and you probably remember I was very frightened about it all. I was thinking about the worst case scenario. I didn't want to Google anything because you know how everything is with Google, self-diagnosis. So I wanted to get a professional opinion right away. So I messaged you immediately. Yeah.
Who's your coach again? What's his name? Kelvin. That's right. Yeah, I had a good chat to Kelvin afterwards, and he's a really, really good coach. He knows exactly what to do, and he's able to do it from a telehealth position as well. He's achieved some fantastic results. And we'll talk about this a little bit later on, but didn't you have a competition coming up as well? Can you tell us a little bit more about that and how it made you feel?
Yeah, so I had my comp last year in November, and this injury happened before the comp, I remember, and we were working together to try to get me back on track with training and leading up to comp to like perform the best that I could. But yeah, I placed second in my comp. It was a really good experience. It was just a novice comp, so honestly the main goal is just to have fun with it all. And yeah, great environment. Like the powerlifting community is really great, very supportive of each other, and it's just like one of my goals as well, just to see how I can push my body to its limit. But yeah, this year as well I have a comp coming up, so that's exciting.
Sorry I couldn't make the last year's comp, but I'll find it somewhere and I'll have a look at it, and I'll come this year as well. Before you ended up working with Narrow Gate Physio, how did you manage or control symptoms or the issues that you're experiencing? And I think you mentioned it before in regards to your coach and probably the doctor. You tried some at-home remedies, you looked online as well, and or was there an element of you not doing all that much?
Yes, so there was an element of like me just whenever I got injured or I would feel like not 100%, I would pull back a lot and just stay clear of like any weightlifting or any like movements that would trigger any pain or anything like that, mainly because I wasn't really well informed on like the actions that I needed to take to get me back on track. So majority of the time it was a lot of me just pulling back and just, I guess, walking, breathing, resting. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so oftentimes when we experience any injury, we have this knee-jerk reaction to just not do anything like that. But then you've come to know with us, with our therapy, that maybe some movement that mimics that might be helpful. If you did try anything, what kind of results did you experience? Did you feel complete relief for a short amount of time only to see it come back? Potentially, other practitioners that you might have seen? Did you notice a slight improvement, or did you feel the problem getting worse?
So when I just took my road of it all, like in terms of resting. The injury definitely came back. But I guess when I did rehab with you and I guess still kept my body moving, it was a really good way to go about it. And I found myself like getting back on track faster. Right? A history of mine is I had a back injury a while ago, a few years ago. I think I told you this. And I took, I think, 2 months off of training. And then, like, that was so bad. And then the injury came back again, right? But with you, like, when I had my injury again, like, we were still working and we were still training, but I guess less load. And honestly, like, the back injury hasn't come back yet. So that's good news.
Was there anything that you felt or thought or remembered that prevented you from reaching out to us or any physio?
Not really. Like when I needed you, I always came to see you. Obviously, like for convenience and just your approach to like rehab and physio, it aligned with like my beliefs as well. So yeah, nothing really like stopped me from reaching out to you. There's a reason why I reached out to you.
All right, last section. What was your experience like working with Narrow Gate Physio?
My experience, it was great. Honestly, like you were the first physio that I've been with. Like I've had histories of like podiatrists and like whatnot, but like I guess you were the real like first physio that I've worked with, and it was really good in terms of like you catered towards like my needs and like my goals, and it wasn't just like a generic I guess consultation or like rehab program. So I felt like you really cared about my needs and my wants. That's what kept me coming back to you. So it was a good experience.
What did you love most about working with me and Narrow Gate Physio?
I think like I answered it in like my previous question, like just your approach to it all was very like personal, the way that you touched base with me all the time, and it wasn't just like oh, when are you coming in next? It's like, how's it going? You worked alongside with like my coach as well, which is very important because obviously, you know, powerlifting is like part of my life. And yeah, I think just your approach to it all, not just with the physical aspects, but with the mental as well.
What kind of results did you experience working with Narrow Gate Physio?
The results that we achieved together, I guess, is me moving again pain-free, right? That was the goal that we wanted to set out to achieve. Yeah, and you like cleared up a lot of, what is it? What's the word? Like
stigma or stereotypes?
Yes. Yeah. So what did you said something to me like pain doesn't mean like it's broken or something.
Yeah, pain doesn't mean damage, and exactly what.
Yeah. Which I thought like I had such a massive like I guess perception over like if it's hurting, it's damaged, right? But yeah, you're very informative, which is great. So yeah, I got a lot out of the session as well, not just like rehab wise, but like information and like mental health. So
why would you recommend Narrow Gate Physio to anyone else?
I think like the answers that are given to all of your questions, I guess pretty much lay out why you're such a perfect physio, right? Like I said, you're very personal with your approach to rehab with your clients. It doesn't feel like it's just like a money grab, if you know what I mean. Like some physios are like that, but you're very personable, right? You make your clients feel very comfortable, and it's easy for us to open up about like our injuries.
So thank you for coming out today, and thank you for being part of a big journey. You were here before we actually moved over to Kent Street. Actually, we still have the clinic here, but it's renovated, as you can see. To thank you, we're giving you a business card, but it's the old business card from it's one of the very first ones that we printed, and I printed out your initial M for Monika. And the reason why this is special is because this is like the golden ticket. You can redeem it at any time, either for yourself or for anybody that you love that might benefit from seeing us, and they'll get a full course of physio treatment where they get their problem solved no matter the costs. Okay, well, everything that pertains to physio. Okay, and so this is for you. At any point in your life, you can redeem this with us, either for yourself or for one of your close friends, whoever it is. Okay.
Thank you. I will definitely be redeeming this for myself. This will not be going to anyone else. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll be using it anytime soon because the rehab that you've given me, no back issues or anything. I don't know.
Keep it safe. Yeah, keep it safe.
Okay.
And if you ever lose it, it's already on file. So.
Okay, perfect. That plays with it.
That's all for today. Let's get your neck crank.
Yeah.